Welcome to this week's vlog. I just finished my other one like right now, and I dropped those in the last one. Just picked them up. Okay, so I am going to try and finish. The current book I'm reading is If You Give a CEO a Chance by Anne Einerson. It's the third book of the Aspen Grove series. I'm going to try to finish it today at some point. I don't know when. Right now, my husband stayed home today, so he's kind of like more watching the kids, and I'm kind of getting some cleaning done. I do really want to finish this book. I'm just not in love with this book, and I really wanted to be. I just don't know if it's like Harrison himself isn't my favorite. He's the oldest, and like I thought I would like. I understand where he's coming from because like being the oldest sibling, but I'm not because mind you, he's a billionaire and he owns a freaking company and all this. Like I can't compare to that. So, but I just don't see where him and Fallon like each other. It's difficult, but I do want to finish it. This one's probably going to be my least favorite out of all of them. I don't know. I need to figure out. I need to finish it to fully say if I like it or not. But I did want to say my next book will be Swordcatcher and then Ragpicker King. So yeah, I don't know what I'll read after those two. Those ones might take me all week to read. They might. Only because they're so big. Swordcatcher, I did read this one. I really like this one, and I like how it came with the photo. I was using it as a bookmark when I originally read it, and I like her map. It's different, and I really like it. I do want to reread this, and I remember like the first like half of it. I did have a little bit of a hard time because it was so much world building. It's a lot of world building, and it just took me a little while to get into it. And once I was in it, I was in. Oh my god, I loved it so much. Let's see. There's 604 pages. So I mean, if I wanted to get this done in 2 days, I would need to read 300 pages a day. There's that one, and then Ragpicker King. Oh, the map is a little bit different. This one actually, I haven't even opened this. Oh, I did not know that there was print on the hardcover. I never knew. Oh my god. This is so freaking beautiful. I literally want to cry. This is a pleasant surprise. There is a king on the hill and a king in the city. That's not just a saying, it is the truth. Oh my god, I'm so excited. And then I didn't know like this actually has like the water. The other one doesn't. It only has the land. I have not opened this at all. Oh man, I really, really, really want to read it. I'm like dying now to read it. See, like this is the map from the other book. Okay, so we technically have two different maps. Let's see, how many pages is this? 557. So it's like a little less than 50 pages shorter than the other one. But I do like Cassandra Clare's writing. I mean, I've read all of her Shadowhunter series. There's a few of them. Like I think there was 2 about Alec that I didn't read those. But I am very excited to read both of these. I want to read these so bad. These are gonna have to be my next reads, or I'm gonna like freak out because I had no idea that cover was gonna come looking like that, and I am very, very excited. So now I am going to, I think I'm gonna go read for a little bit, and then I think I'm gonna crochet for a little bit. I think what I could do is always like read for 30 minutes, crochet for 30 minutes, get done in both, because I want to do both, and it's gonna bother me. Like when I'm reading, I'm gonna think about crocheting, like I just need to get that done, but when I'm crocheting, I'm gonna think about my book. So I think if I do 30-minute intervals, I think we'll get somewhere. So yeah, I will do an update later. Well, I hope to do an update of me finishing the book. we'll see. I don't know. We'll just see where the day takes me. Okay, so I did finish If You Give a CEO a Chance by Anne Einerson. I did finish it. I gave it 3 stars. It just wasn't like my favorite book. The other ones I think were a lot better. And I think that the series is done because, I mean, there wasn't just an epilogue, there was an extended epilogue, and it's like years in the future. So I'm assuming she's done writing this series. So, I mean, it was good. I don't know. It's just like them together. It was just like, I liked the bickering. I liked the banter. I liked how they were pranking each other. But I don't know. It's like, it was just complete miscommunication. Once they talked about what happened in the past, they were just like together, just like, oh, well, then we'll just get together. And it's like, what? Like, they don't say, oh, well, let's just get together. It's just, they just start acting like a complete couple. And I'm like, oh, okay. So we're just doing that, but not talking about it still miscommunicating. I'm like, okay, confused. But man, the spice was spicy. Spice got spicy. It really did. But now I am reading Swordcatcher by Cassandra Clare. It's a reread for me because I do have Ragpicker King in my room. But I did start it today. Well, I technically started it yesterday. I only read like 2 pages before I passed out because I was so excited to read. And I didn't realize how tired I was. And I completely passed out. So today I'm already at like 50 some pages. I'm not very far, but I am enjoying it. I'm understanding a little bit more because like while I'm reading, I'm like, okay, I don't remember a lot of this. But because I think I read it and it's so politic heavy, that it's making more sense this time around. I'm not as confused because she's throwing in a lot of names of like places, how the kingdom kind of works on Castellane and everything. And this time I'm like, oh, I already know what all these places technically are. And so it's not as confusing. So I am thoroughly enjoying it. I mean, I've only read the prologue and the first chapter pretty much because that was pretty much 50 pages. So yeah, we're going to continue on reading. I just finished editing my Kindle reading only video. And I started editing this one. I'm still learning because I used a new software, so I'm still learning how to use that. But I'm also crocheting a blanket. I did finish one baby blanket. It took me 3 days to make it. I am making another one, and I decided I do want to start a genre blanket for this year, but I have a stash of yarn. So I need to go through my stash of yarn, see if I have enough of certain colors, and see what genres I'm going to like record for myself. So we'll see. But yeah, I think it would be fun to do genre blanket. I know we're already in March, but I can crochet pretty quick. And I need to figure out what genres I'm mainly reading because I don't want to put one in like my Outsiders book. That's my only like nonfiction or fiction, whatever the frick that is, book that I have. So I need to figure out, should I just have it as like considered a YA, like, or something. I need to figure that out because that's really my only one that would not match any of my other books. And I don't want just one row of it because that's not a genre I mainly read. So I don't know. And then I also me to redo all of this shelf, which I'll probably do that in a few minutes. No, I'll redo this shelf when I do my April TBR because I'm going to go through this shelf for my April TBR. I'm actually very excited for that. So stay tuned for that video. But yeah, so I'm just going to go read. I have been having a little bit of issues today. I mean, it's already almost 3, but my stomach is not happy. I'm not feeling great. So that's why I mainly edited and everything. I just try to sit. My kids today now want me to do like play and run around. I'm like, I can't. I'm not feeling great. My stomach hurts so bad. And I feel like I'm going to vomit, but then also, you know how it is. I'm not 100%. So I'm trying to just do everything sitting. So we'll see. But yeah, that's all I'm going to do today for the rest of the day is pretty much just read. And I think I'm going to look through my yarn and see what colors I can do for a crochet blanket. We'll have to wait and see. Okay, so I just finished, mind you, it's Sunday. I just finished Swordcatcher by Cassandra Clare. Just finished it less than 5 minutes ago. There was a lot of it I did not remember. I think because it was so politic heavy, and I'm not used to books being so politic heavy, a lot of it didn't make a lot of sense the first time I read it, but because I reread it, I do understand it a lot more than the first time, because there was a lot of stuff that happened, and I was like, wait a minute, am I reading the same book as I read? Oh my god, my bangs. Anyways, very good. 4.5 stars. I am confused though why it's called a YA. This is not YA. They are all 23 years old. I would say more new adult, not YA. The things that are talked about in this book, it's not a YA book. I am sorry, but no. Thoroughly enjoyed this. So I'm excited to finally pick up the Rag Picker King by Cassandra Clare. Wow, I've been holding this one for so long that this one's a lot lighter. But I am very excited to read this one. I actually don't even know what the synopsis is. So we're going in blind. But this one is also considered a YA. Why is it considered a YA? I don't know why it's considered a YA novel, because they're 23. YA would be 18 or 17, not 23. And the things that they talk about, just no. So I'm hoping to start this today. I don't know if I'm going to get to it today. My husband right now is doing the yard, and I got some videos like TikTok and Instagram stuff that I got to do today. And my husband and I are going to try to get our real IDs done. So I need to send in all that paperwork to the DMV, make an appointment, all that good jazz. So yeah, I'm going to continue on with this vlog until I'm done with the Rag Picker King. I was trying so hard to finish it yesterday, but started watching Virgin River, the 6th season. And mind you, I read all of these books a long time ago, like over 10 years ago. And my husband, whenever we watch it, he's like, oh, did this happen in the books? And I'm like, no. And like, I remember most of it, but the show is not really like the books. There's a lot of things that they've changed up, and they have to change it for, to keep people entertained, which I get. But yeah, my husband and I started, which mind you, season 6 is 10 episodes. We started it, I think it had to be like 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. I don't know. By midnight, my husband was so tired. He's like, I'm going to go to bed. You can keep watching. It's fine. Don't even worry about it. You can just let me know what happens. Yeah, I finished the entire season at 4 a.m. and I was very upset. And every now and then my husband would wake up and go, stop crying. Well, it's sad. It was very heartwarming. There were a lot of character growth, and it was just so sweet. A lot of stuff was revealed. So I thoroughly enjoyed it. There's like 5 cliffhangers, and I really want season 7 to come. But yeah, that's my book review and my Virgin River review. So I hope to come back on and do a lot of reviews on the Rag Picker King, because I haven't read it yet. So we'll see how that goes. And I hope to see you in just a few seconds. Hey, so I wanted to give an update on Rag Picker King. I'm 56 pages in, and I did notice that there's like mini chapters in between actual chapters. So technically I've read 3 chapters, but it's a chapter, and then it has somebody else's point of view of something, and it's titled that person, and then the next chapter was chapter 2. So the next chapter is Laurent, I don't know how to say that, but technically it's not actually a chapter, and the font is actually different, because then the next chapter is chapter 3. I am enjoying it. nothing has really happened yet because it's just kind of more going over what happened in the first book. And I know I didn't really need to read the first book, but it helped me understand the politics, like who is what charter and everything. It kind of went over it all over again because there was so much politics, and I'm not used to books with that are so heavy in the politics. It's a little hard to understand. This one, it already kind of just jumps in. It does refer a little bit back to the other book, so you don't have to reread the first book if you're going to read this one, but I just preferred to do that. And I mean, nothing is really happening yet. Lynn, they're trying to see if Lynn's lying. I know she is, but then again, it's like, but is she? Does she not realize, like, maybe she's not lying? I don't know. I don't know. But I think this is Lynn and Connor. I think that's the prince. I don't know. I think it is. Also, one of the other girls is getting married off, and Kel is not very happy about it, but there's nothing he can do about it. And he is trying to find out information. I'm trying to be very vague because this is the second book of a series. He's trying to find out information, and he's going to do whatever he can to get that information to save Connor. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. Not much has happened, but I'm hoping it'll pick up pretty soon. I think with everything, like somebody in the one of the chapters, he's already killed off, and it's not somebody you know, so that's not a spoiler. But he's killed off immediately. I mean, you just learn who this person is, not an important person, and they're already killed off in the same chapter. So that's fine. But because I wasn't invested in this person at all, because I didn't even know who this person was. So I'm going to continue reading. I have a lot of crocheting to do. I'm trying to get some baby blankets done. I'm a procrastinator, and I'm trying not to procrastinate. So I'm trying to get them done early. Also, I need to finish my reading journal for the first one of this series, Swordcatcher. I still need to write in it. I haven't done that yet because I was still printing stickers for my Cricut. But yeah, so I'm gonna get back in this, and I'll come back if I have an update.
Okay, so I finally finished. I mean, it's just the next day. I read like crazy yesterday after I had my whole rant. Um, I was barely 50% of the way through, and I only had maybe 75 pages left to read today. So I did finish it. I'm thinking I'm going to give it a 4.5. I feel like I need to change my rating for Swordcatcher to just like a 4.25 or a 4. This first half was pure politics. And I realized I'm not big into the politics, especially when it's like almost like Regency era and all that. Like it's a little hard for me to explain. I really have to think and all that. But that second half, when this scene happened, oh, it was so good. It was, and then right after it was just so heartbreaking, and it was just one thing after another. Once that happened, it snowballed. I was like, oh my god, no. But I do really recommend this series, especially if you are like a reader of like very heavy like politics, Regency era. Um, Lots of twists and turns that I was not prepared for. Like I wasn't seeing things until literally it was right in front of my face. I was like, "Oh my god. Like, are you serious right now?" I was so surprised. So, this is about Lynn Castor. She's Ashgar, and she is like a doctor, but in her religion, they don't like women as doctors, and she's being treated poorly. And oh man, I can't even like say most of the stuff that I want to say because it will just ruin the book. She is friends with Kel and Connor. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Connor's the prince of Aurelian. I think that's how you say it. I don't know. And then Kel is his sword catcher. And oh, I mean, there's so much deception and confusion, and I liked that we got the point of views of just other people, so you kind of understood a little bit more like what was happening. But I really, really, really did enjoy this, and I do highly recommend Swordcatcher and this one. So, okay, so I finally have my journal in front of me. I read If You Give a CEO a Chance in this one. It's the third one of the Aspen Grove series by Ann Einerson. I only gave this one 3 stars. It wasn't my favorite of the series. It was spicy once the spice hit, but I just didn't see how Fallon and Harrison really were together. It didn't really do it for me. He owns a $1 billion like real estate company, and she's a chef, and he hires her because he has celiac disease, and she goes, I mean, literally the moment she moves in, she's up on the counters throwing all of her pots and pans, every bowl, all this, everything, like a brand new kitchen. And he's just like, what are you doing? She goes, some of this stuff could have, gluten on it. It's all going. You're getting all clean shit. So she does everything. And when they finally got together, it was completely miscommunication. And once they like figured out the miscommunication, they were just like boom together. And it was just like, oh, there's really, like, to me before, it wasn't really work up to anything. I don't know. So that one was my least favorite. And then I read Swordcatcher, and I gave that one 4.5, but I think I'm going to change it to a 4.25 to a 4. I'm not quite sure. But I did really enjoy it. It was just so politic heavy, and there were so many names thrown at you, and I had a little bit of a hard time, especially the first time. The second time, I did a lot better. A lot of things made sense. So I did really enjoy that one. And this is when we get introduced to Lynn and it being Ashkar, and how her friend Miriam is really sick and she's trying really hard to heal her, but because of her being a female doctor, they're not letting her look at certain books because she's a woman. And so she's like, but my friend is gonna die, and they just don't care. And so she's doing everything possible to get these books. And then she meets Connor and Kellyanne, and Kel, and Kel is Connor's sword catcher. So when there's like life threats, Kel puts on a charm necklace thing, and he looks like Connor to everybody else. So if anybody like shoots Connor, they're shooting Kel instead. So that's like what you're following the whole time, all the deceptions, the intrigue, and all the societal stuff. You're learning that in this first book. And then I just finished The Rag Picker King, which, mind you, I was wondering why it was called The Rag Picker King, because I was like, he's in it, but he's not like in it. But like towards the end, he started getting more into it, and then a plot reveal about him too happens at the end. I was like, wait a minute, I did not know that was coming. And then there's another plot reveal later. Totally didn't see that coming either. I never could guess anything that was going to happen in either of these books. Could not guess it. I'm usually pretty good about it, but this time, no, could not. But I highly recommend at least Swordcatcher and Rag Picker King. For Ann Einerson, if you like contemporary romance with like some spice and everything, I would read the series. I did like the series in general. I just wasn't a big fan of this third book. But yeah, so I'm going to end the vlog here. And I hope you had a great time watching. And I hope you had a good day. And I hope to see you in my next one. Bye.